Welcome, my friends. I am Tiberius co-host. Today we discuss a prince, a princess, a multitude of fine royalty making their way across the lands, tasked with the ability to defeat their opponents, flying vehicles, plushy-style ghosts flying at your face. You redirecting that energy to defeat your opponent and gain triumph over the land. Today on Mission Neo Geo, we shall discuss Twinkle Star Sprites. Stay tuned. What it is, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ness, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is your source for all things Neo Geo and video games. And today we discuss Twinkle Star Sprites, yet another game on the list from PlayOn's AES Plus. We get this in the bundle in November. And to be honest, many of you during our last poll were asking for Twinkle Star Sprites, so I figured why not go ahead and put this one in the next lineup for Mission Neo Geo. So Twinkle Star Sprites is a 1996 scrolling shooter arcade game developed by ADK, better known as Alpha Denchi. It was ADK's last production for the Neo Geo. Two players are each in separate side-by-side vertical scrolling levels, and combinations of shots and time power-ups damage the other player. These attacks also serve as counters to the opponent's attacks. Now, typically, when you're playing this game, you have a multitude of different ways to attack your opponent. And to be honest, this game is really cool to play with a buddy. And if you're playing the MVS level style of difficulty or higher, be prepared, because the CPU is daunting. They don't let up, no mercy, and they are relentless in terms of launching attacks at your character. What you'll find is you'll have a series of cutesy little ghost figures and inflatable plushies flying straight at you, and your job is to damage and destroy those and combinations of sort, and then that flies attack ghosts at the opponent. Now, if those attack ghosts were to damage the opponent, that is how that takes their life. The little hearts in the corner of the health bar. And once those hearts are gone, you've won the round and you can move on to the next round. Now, you can do counters, you can do dodges, you can do many things. This game is different. It packs a punch. It gives a vibrant color, cutesy kind of princess vibe. Something that's definitely needed on the Neo Geo because, well, we're met with a lot of aggressive fighting games that are in your face, combos galore. And this one gives us a break versus the casual outer space shooter where we're fighting big bad bosses that swallow half of the screen.
What? What did that guy say? What?
This one is a little bit more robust. It gives a bright color, and to be honest, at times you'll find yourself, if you're playing the original version, a little bit of a slowdown on the screen just because there's so many things flying at you in multiple directions, and that can cause a little bit of a muss and fuss, but it doesn't take away from the overall gameplay of this game. The extra attacks and the boss attack vary from one character to another. The power gauge fills as the player destroys enemies up to a maximum of 3 levels. By holding down the fire button and releasing when a certain level is reached, the player can launch a character-specific charge shot to assist in clearing enemies from the player's screen. At level 1, the charge shot is launched. At level 2, the charge shot and 3 extra attacks against the opponent are launched. And at level 3, the max level, the charge shot and boss attack are launched. Firing charge shots at level 2 and above will decrease the power gauge. Now, during the time and release of Twinkle Star Sprites, it was initially published for Neo Geo platform, but SNK later ported it to the AES home console in 1997. And then later on that year, actually just a month later, they launched it on the Neo Geo CD. ADK developed and published an updated version of Twinkle Star Sprites that we later saw on the Sega Saturn, featuring an anime-style intro, tweaked gameplay, and a new character with a bonus fan disc full of extra materials. Now, after SNK ended up buying ADK's properties, SNK released another enhanced version of Twinkle Star Sprites for the Dreamcast in 2000. To pay tribute to ADK, SNK included the Neo Geo version along with 4 of ADK's notable Neo Geo titles in a compilation, and this was actually an exclusive for the PlayStation 2. Overall, you'll find that the game isn't too hard to find out there in multitude of consoles, etc. You can still find this bundled in numerous collections, whether you're looking at the Neo Geo collection on the Switch or just the ADA arcade on PlayStation or Xbox. Of course, numerous PC ports and ROMs that you'll find for this game. And then outside of that, of course, you'll find it on the PlayStation 2 and that ADK exclusive for the Japanese PlayStation 2, and then of course on Sega Saturn. Now, in terms of where you could find this game on the Neo Geo platform outside of Neo Geo CD, this was actually on the MVS and the AES. However, for the Neo Geo AES, Twinkle Star Sprites could only be found as a Japanese exclusive. We did not see this game come over and cross over for the English audience. So for many of us out here that have been collectors of Neo Geo AES and Twinkle Star Sprites, this will be the first time that we actually get a licensed version of Twinkle Star Sprites for the English audience. We've only had it for the Japanese audience to date. Now, we could have gotten this in the English version for, of course, the MVS, but the MVS prices and costs are quite high. You'll notice that anywhere between $400 to $700 for a cart only for a Twinkle Star Sprites, and then once you start moving up into a full MVS kit, that's your cardboard box, your marquees, etc., you're going to be looking somewhere in the $1,000 range.
Future Ness here. As you can see, past Ness yet again making mistakes. $1,000 is clear as day. It's going for multi-thousands. Now, that's not to include that the going price for every single MVS kit is $3,000 to $4,000. But from what we're seeing online, that's what they're currently going for. So it could be a range between $1,000 to $3,000 for a full, complete MVS kit in really good condition. So there is that.
Future Ness, silence, you fool. I'm sick of you and Ness, always interjecting, making these mistakes.
Tiberius, how are you even conversing with me? I am Future Ness. You have a whole Ness in there.
You fools know nothing about the Neo Geo. Posers, that's all I call it. As the children call it, posers. Is that what they do, Ness? Is that how they call it now? Is that 6, 7 as they relate it to? Where are you making this stuff up from? Like, really, bro? Anyway, Future Ness, watch your tongue when you speak to me, peasant fool.
This man is nuts. Don't interject on Future Ness again. That's a good way to get edited out, sir. Future Ness out.
Now, as it goes for the AES Japanese exclusive for Twinkle Star Sprites, well, prepare your pockets, because you're looking somewhere in the realm of $3,500 to $7,800 for a Japanese copy of this game.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
And as you can see on eBay, they've got it listed rather high, around $10,000. And will that sell? I doubt it. Guess what? We get to have Twinkle Star Sprites for the good old price of 90 bucks. I will show you a conversion of Twinkle Star Sprites that I have. Now, this one was purchased on eBay about 1.5 years ago. And what I did to it was a couple of things. Now, the insert that it came with was fine, but the cart sticker was a little rough, so I ended up ordering another cart sticker, just a little mini repro cart sticker from, well, I forget at this point where I ordered it from. And then I had the little caution gold label that I bought from Neo Store. These weren't the authentic ones, but they were repros used for the iArcade games, and the Neo Store was selling those in a bundle there for a while, and I picked up a couple of those. So I slapped a sticker on to kind of mirror what the Japanese version looks like, because it also has the caution sticker. Now, will we see caution stickers on the Play-On games? I doubt it. I don't think there's really a need for it, but if folks are really trying to be particular about that type of stuff and have, you know, a one of one, we're not really going to be seeing that, at least for the games. we will probably see some subtle differences, and we are already seeing it with games like Neo Turf Masters being shifted to Big Tournament Golf. And then of course the front covers being modified, as we saw on Big Tournament Golf as well. So that's only to include, or that's only to assume that we're probably going to see a very similar case with this one, just because this is a brand new game for the English side of the house. The insert and the manual all will be brand new for all Neo Geo audiences, new and old. So we have that. The insert isn't the best of quality, but it does right and it's been trimmed. And as you can see, I placed this in a snap case. Now originally this was, I believe, in a soft case. So I did a little trimming of the insert to make it fit into this snap case. And this snap case is not authentic, it's not original, it is from limited run. As you can notice, the SNK on the side of the snap label. And then of course, there's a reproduction manual. Of course, there was no English version of this. So the manual is reproduction made, fan made basically. And then of course the cart sticker in the cart. Now the cartridge itself is authentic and the boards have authentic chips, meaning that there was a sacrificed AES game and then they pulled chips off of an MVS cart to solder those onto this game to create Twinkle Star Sprites for this particular copy that I own here. In terms of quality wise, the cartridge is in good shape. The cart sticker isn't the best and the quality of the adhesive doesn't stick very well, so it tends to lift at the top of the cart, but it's neither here nor there. It's not a big deal for me just because I'm getting a new authentic SNK licensed version, so I'm not too worried about it. Now with this one, will I end up keeping it? Most likely, or I might just trade it off, or someone, you know, didn't pick up the game and they're looking to acquire, you know, something that had the authentic chips. Perhaps they'll want that, who knows. But over time, I will start to see and notice things as I continue to collect. It's gonna make me wonder in terms of like how I'm gonna set this game room up, because of course I have my authentic carts and my authentic games over here. I'm gonna have another version of those games in another case. I'm not gonna bunch them all together. I'm gonna start my play on released games all in another shelf, and then I'm going to continue to collect down those, and I'll do a side-by-side comparison one day to see exactly where I'm at with the new games and the old games. So that should be interesting to see. Future Ness here. I am printing something. Yes, I jumped on the bandwagon to 3D print. But if you can see the early design of this, I'm going to leave it in the comments. Who can guess what I'm making here? You'll find out in the upcoming video. So, have you played Twinkle Star Sprites? What are your thoughts of it? Are you interested in this game? Did you get it in your bundle, or did you order it solo from Amazon? Drop comments down below and let me know, and as always, collect and play the way you want to collect and play your games, and we'll check you next time. Peace.
I, Tiberius co-host, give the rating of Twinkle Star Sprites. Rating of 4. I think this is a well-rounded family game that should be fun for all in the household. This is why I give it a rating of 4. Dearest friends, we thank you for joining us yet again on another exciting Mission Neo Geo. I am Tiberius co-host, and we bid you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to you. And for next time's episode, it shall be jam-packed yet again. We have another title to discuss. And for that title, for the next time's episode, well, you're gonna have to stay and wait, because it is to be continued. See you again.